The second part about understanding Aurasma has to do with creating auras. So this part of the video, we're going to focus on different ways to create auras. There's two ways to create them. Number one has to do with creating them using the app, and that's really easy to do. And the second one has to do with creating auras according to the Aurasma Studio. That's actually really easy as well, but you'd have to create an account online, so that would be something that you'd want to do if you plan on creating a lot of them. But if it's just for student use, they're probably going to create auras using the app. So you can see that my iPad screen is showing. So the first thing that you'll need to do is obviously go into the Aurasma app, and then the menu will pop up. So you'll want to click on the plus sign, which is on the bottom row. And then it's going to ask what you want for your overlay. Now your overlay is going to be the video that actually comes alive. So it has a library of choices, which are things like lions growling, acrobats, a lot of circus animals, but since we're focusing on using it in the classroom, most of the things that we'll use would be an instructional video or a video of the kid explaining something. So I'm going to, down here at the very bottom, select device as opposed to what they already have in their library. And I apologize for the shakiness. I'm using the reflection app and the videos don't always come over smooth, but you'll still get the point. You'll see I have two videos already uploaded to my Aurasma account. I can go ahead and click on the plus sign if I've got something saved to my camera. I can go ahead and click on that, or I can even take a video of a kid explaining something if I wanted to at this point. But I'm going to go ahead and select a video that I have uploaded. The one I'm going to select is a TED video where they're talking about Aurasma and the benefits that it can have on society. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that, and it will generate a preview, complete with sound. And I know that's the video I want, so I'm going to go ahead and click on select. Now the second thing is it's asking for a trigger image. What do I want to come alive? And so what happened was it popped up automatically with a screen trying to take a picture of something. So I have this magazine here, and this magazine is, let's say that's the thing that I want to come alive. So I would take a picture of that, and it's scanning into Aurasma, and then it's going to ask me to place the overlay. So here's the video. It's going to ask where I want it. Let's pretend I just wanted this lock to come alive. So I'm going to make it a little bit smaller, because I know that the user can tap it and make it bigger anyway. So that's the specific place that I want the video. So as you can see, this is the image that I have. So when somebody scans the image, the video is going to come alive in the bottom right hand side. Then I would just click on next, and this is generating my aura. So now that it is generated, you'll see that step 4 is for me to name my aura and figure out if I want it to be public or private. So for this one, I'm just going to call it Tech Lock. And you'll notice below I can make it private, public, or even add it to a channel. Now if I'm a teacher creating it, I probably would definitely want to add it to my channel. That way students just subscribe to my channel. But I'm doing this from a student's point of view. So if I was a student creating it, I probably wouldn't add it to a channel. I would just make it out there for the public and then share the link via Twitter or Facebook or something. So I'm going to go ahead and click on finish. And my aura is created. So you'll see it's back up on my screen, so anybody who has the link, when they scan over it, you see that the lock comes alive, and you can just double click on it right there. So it is now available on this device. If somebody else wants to use it, then they would need to have that link, and so I will show you how to do that. So in order to share that aura from the front screen, I would just click on my aura, and you'll see the tech lock right there. I would just click on more, and then I would click on share. So I can share it through a couple different ways. If it was somebody in class and we use Twitter, I would definitely Twitter it. But if I would just want to share it with my teacher via email, I would just click on her name and send it to my teacher. And so once that email goes through, the teacher will just need to click on the link and they'll have access to that Aura. It will save to her Aura account, and then the teacher would be able to do the exact same thing that I did, which is to scan it. And then the lock comes alive, and if they want to see the video bigger, they can tap on it. So that's the basic way of how a student would create an Aura. Now, perhaps the most powerful way that auras are being used in the classroom is when the teacher creates the aura in order to layer instruction. So, for example, one way that it's used is the teacher might have a bulletin board up, and then they would have the aura layered with a tutorial video, and then the student taps it again and it's a question. In order to layer it like that, you would need to create an aura using the Aurasma Studio. So you would need to log online to Aurasma and email them and request an Aurasma Studio account. When you have that created, it will give you access to a channel. Now, the benefit of creating a channel is if I had a channel called Mrs. Carter's channel, all of my students that are subscribed to that, they have access to all of my auras. So anything that I have in my room that I create auras to, they can automatically scan their device. They don't have to go to a link. They automatically have access to that aura because they're subscribed to my channel. So if it's something that the teacher's going to create a lot of, it's definitely worthwhile to create an account in the Aurasma Studio. That way the students don't have to click every time you add an aura. They have access to them all the time just by subscribing to your channel. I hope that this explanation helps you understand a little bit about Aurasma and the powerful impact that it can have in the classroom.